Marriage is a big step in a relationship. It signifies the commitment and love you have for someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. But love isn't always enough. There are questions to ask before marriage that go beyond love, like children, dealing with conflicts, beliefs, finances, and extended family. Explore 100 questions to ask before marriage. Questions about marriage and children. Questions to ask your fiancé about children before marriage include: 1. How many kids do you want? 2. What values do you want to install in your children? For example, social values consist of things like peace, justice, freedom, equality, and bettering our community. Examples of social values include not hurting others and also standing up for those who can't stand up for themselves. Being respectful and courteous in your interactions. Volunteering time and skills in the community. Being generous with what you have. Being honest with others. And participating in teamwork whenever possible. 3. How do you want to discipline your kids? 4. What would you do if one of your children said he was homosexual? 5. What if our children didn't want to go to college? 6. How much say do children have in a family? 7. How comfortable are you around children? 8. Would you be opposed to having our parents watch the children so we can spend time alone together? 9. Would you put your children in private or public school? 10. What are your thoughts on homeschooling? 11. Would you be willing to adopt if we couldn't have kids? 12. Would you be willing to seek medical treatment if we couldn't have kids naturally? 13. Do you believe it's okay to discipline your child in public? 14. How do you feel about paying for your kids' college education? 15. How far apart do you want kids? 16. Would you want someone to stay home with the kids or use daycare? 17. How would you feel if our kids wanted to join the military rather than go to college? 18. How involved do you want grandparents to be in our parenting? 19. How will we handle parental decisions? Dealing with conflict. Make sure you're going to have a healthy relationship by dealing with these pre-marriage questions. 20. Would you be willing to go to marriage counseling if we were having marital problems? 21. If there is a disagreement between me and your family, whose side do you choose? 22. How do you handle disagreements? 23. Would you ever consider divorce? 24. Would you rather discuss issues as they arise or wait until you have a few problems? 25. How would you communicate you aren't satisfied sexually? 26. What is the best way to handle disagreements in a marriage? 27. How can I be better at communicating with you? Moral, political, religious, family values, and beliefs. 28. What are your views on infidelity? 29. What are your religious views on marriage? 30. What's more important, work or family? 31. What are your political views? 32. What are your views on birth control? 33. Would you rather be rich and miserable or poor and happy? 34. Who will make the biggest decisions of the household? 35. What would you do if someone said something bad about me? 36. Would you follow the advice of your family before your spouse? 37. What do you believe the role of a wife is? Do not wait until you both are married before you start asking the difficult question or start trying to understand the person you should have known well before accepting a marriage proposal from. 38. Who should do household chores? 39. What do you believe the role of a husband is? Handling finances. Finances is one important area you want to discuss with your future husband or wife before you get married. Money, debt, and finances are important things to talk about before marriage. 40. How do you feel about debt? 41. Would you share all money with your spouse or split the money into different accounts? 42. What are your views on saving money? 43. What are your views on spending money? 44. What if we both want something but can't afford both? 45. How well do you budget? 46. Do you feel it is important to save for retirement? 47. Would you be willing to get a second job if we had financial problems? 48. Do you have any debt? 49. What if a family member wants to borrow a large sum of money? 50. Who will take care of the financial matters of the household? Entertainment. Don't forget to have fun. Find out what your future spouse thinks by including some entertainment and lifestyle points in your list of 100 questions for couples. 51. Do you enjoy traveling? 52. How often would you like to travel? 53. Where would you like to travel? 54. How important is spending time alone to you? 55. How would you feel about me going on a trip with the girls or boys for a couple of weeks? 56. How important is spending time with friends to you? 57. What would be the perfect weekday evening to you? 58. What would we do if we both had a break from work, but each of us had different ideas on how to spend it? Also include some extended family and relation inquiries among the 100 questions to ask your partner. 59. How often would you want to visit your family? 60. How often will your family visit us? 61. How often would you want my family to visit? 62. How often would you want to visit my family? 63. Do you have a family history of diseases or genetic abnormalities? 64. What if one of your family members said he disliked me? 65. How would you handle holiday family visits? 66. If your parents became ill, would you take them in? 67. If my parents became ill, would you mind taking them in? Medical information. Family and personal medical information are questions you should ask your future husband or wife. 68. Does anyone in your family suffer from alcoholism? 69. What is your medical family history? 70. Would you be opposed to mental health treatment? 71. If I had to change my diet because of medical concerns, would you be willing to change yours? 72. Are you willing to exercise with me to improve our health? 73. Where do you want to live? 74. Would you mind moving if I had to relocate with my job? About the relationship and marriage, 100 topics to talk about might be a lot, but you can learn a lot from 100 questions, including what your future partner thinks about marriage and relationships. 75. What would you do if we fell out of love? 76. What are your career aspirations? 77. What would you like to be doing 5 or 10 years from now? 78. What do you think is the best way to keep the love alive in a marriage? 79. How do you think life will change if we got married? 80. What is the best thing about marriage? 81. What is the worst thing about marriage? 82. What is your idea of the best weekend? 83. How important are wedding anniversaries to you? 84. How would you like to spend special days? 85. What kind of grandparent do you want to be someday? 86. What type of house do you want to live in? 87. What is your biggest fear about marriage? 88. What excites you about getting married? 89. What do wedding rings mean to you? 90. Are you afraid to talk to me about anything? 91. What do you think would improve our relationship? 92. What would be one thing you would change about our relationship? 93. Do you have any doubts about the future of our relationship? 94. Do you believe love can pull you through anything? 95. Is there anything you don't trust about me? Miscellaneous things to discuss before marriage. While you might have 1001 questions to ask before you get married, consider throwing in some random questions like 96. Which would you choose, dishes or laundry? 97. Do you like pets? 98. How many pets do you want? 99. What do you want to do during retirement? 100. At what age would you like to retire? Thank you for watching. And good luck as you seek to build stronger love between you and your future husband or wife. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button so you can get a notification when we upload our next video.